Turning to the campaign trail, it is an election year after all. A shakeup with Republican presidential candidate Ben Carson's campaign staff. Two of his top aides resigning last week ahead of Carson's move to overhaul his operations. Among other changes, Dr. Carson's former senior strategist, Ed Brookover, has been promoted to Carson Campaign Manager, and he joins us now. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Sandra. Happy New Year.
All right, so Happy New Year to you. How do you explain the shakeup? Why is it happening?
Campaigns always need to be evaluating where they are, how they're doing, where things are heading. Dr. Carson is always doing that. He wanted to make a couple of changes in the hierarchy, and a couple of folks left. We're still doing good, going strong.
So how would you describe the status of Dr. Carson's campaign?
Well-oiled, well-run, ready to move forward toward the Iowa caucuses on February 1st.
Is the momentum to the upside or to the downside? Recent polling does show that he's come down a bit. Where are things going?
We think we're heading in the upward direction. In fact, today's a very exciting day for the Carson campaign, as Dr. Carson will be unveiling the details of his tax plan today.
And what are the details of that? Because as we know, it became a very notable point in his campaign when he talked about tithing in his tax plan. What is this new tax plan? What is the gist of it?
It's a tax plan which is simple, fair, and transparent for all Americans. It taxes income once and only once. It has a rate of 14.9% for both individuals and corporations. No deductions, no exemptions.
Okay, so we're talking about a flat tax. At what percent, or 14.9%?
Correct, 14.9% for both individuals and for businesses.
So this is substantially more than his original tax plan was calling for, correct?
No, I don't think so. When Dr. Carson was talking about tithing, he was talking more about the concept of applying the same amount to each individual. And we believe that this plan does that and meets the standards that Dr. Carson had been setting all along.
So, Ed, Dr. Carson had said in many recent interviews that he had grown frustrated over the inability of his campaign to get his message across. What is it that he's so frustrated about right now?
I believe Dr. Carson wants to get more of his policies out more quickly, with more detail, and with more intensity. And that's just what we're starting here this morning with the unveiling of his new tax plan.
Do you think that he needs to just simplify the complex? Obviously, the man is a genius. Can he do that and simplify that? This, by my scorecard, this has got to be the best tax plan I've seen, certainly at the individual level.
Well, we appreciate that quick compliment greatly, and we hope that as people use dynamic scoring as we move forward, everyone will see the benefits of this plan. Dr. Carson has a wonderful ability to communicate directly to the average voter, the voters that are looking at him closely in the Iowa caucuses, and we look forward to getting his views and values out more to them.
What is he, Ed, it's Dagan McDowell, what is he doing with deductions in this flat tax plan?
There are no deductions on the individual side at all.
Really? That's pretty intellectually honest, is it not? If you get rid of the mortgage interest deduction, even the charitable deduction, but does that really? But that are you gonna have a hard time winning people over with that? Say people in the real estate industry. That's one of the reasons it's still there after so many years.
Well, it may be, but you know, Dr. Carson does not believe that the tax plan should be picking winners and losers. He also believes that after an analysis, he'll show that individuals who do own their own homes will still come out ahead under his tax plan.
Hey, Ed, it's Kevin Kelly. My question to you is, where does the doctor stand on capital gains taxes? We've seen Hillary come out with some pretty interesting policies and how she wants to shape that. As well as you're talking about only taxing income once. Does that also include dividends? Because corporations already pay taxes on the dividends.
Yes, under Dr. Carson's plan, we will not tax capital gains, dividends, or interest at the personal level.
Awesome.
We tax income once and only once.
So, Ed, if I could change the subject a little bit to national security, which is now defining this election. A notable turning point in Dr. Carson's campaign was in the aftermath of the San Bernardino attacks. He was criticized for not having the experience as far as foreign policy was concerned. His followers were concerned about his knowledge and his being able to protect the country. Where does he stand on that? What's his response to that?
Well, we viewed that criticism as a little bit unfair, maybe more than a little bit even. You gain foreign policy experience by traveling abroad. Dr. Carson has visited 58 countries. By meeting with leaders of foreign nations. He's done that. And by putting out policies and programs that are easily understandable by the people. His 7-step approach to how to take on ISIS is the most detailed approach we've seen to date.
Who does Dr. Carson see as his biggest competitor?
We think our biggest competitor is getting our message out to the voters. We examine our campaign and measure it against ourselves and our ability to make sure that his values, his views, his vision is getting out there right now.
All right. Any specific strategy that he has for the next GOP debate?
For the next debate, first, we're pleased to be working with Fox Business for the next debate, and he's just going to want to make sure he gets his fair share of time to give his views to the voters.
All right. All right. Well, Ed Brookover, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me, Sandra.
All right. And we are